Hi everyone. Apple's Vision Pro took the world by storm. The world of Apple enthusiasts and early adopters were the first to share their opinions and enthusiasm about the product. While opinions swung like a pendulum on whether it made sense or not to use a Vision Pro headset while sitting at home with your family, one thing about the Vision Pro brought out a unanimous reaction from everyone, young and old, tech savvy or not. A feeling of shock at the price tag of $3,499. In this video, we will quickly ride beyond the shock and awe to see if Apple is justified in its pricing of the Vision Pro. My verdict, absolutely yes. It is an appropriately priced product that will modernize the field of mixed reality experiences. As Apple calls it, the era of spatial computing is here. Why so? It is so because the device and the price is not yet meant for you. Yes, you, the individual consumer of the B2C market, be it as an early adopter or one with money to spare. I strongly consider this product was created for a different consumer, healthcare professionals and patients. Yes, belonging to the B2B or enterprise market. If you're curious as to why so, hang on and allow me to quickly explain why. Let us first figure out what is the competition doing. This is purely for benchmarking purposes. Innovators in general and Apple in particular create new markets and a brand new league of consumers for their products for which no competition exists yet. Oculus Meta Quest 3 at $499.99 and the Meta Quest Pro at $999.99. Fairly affordable alternatives for B2C markets. The quality and capabilities obviously will not stand up to the Apple Vision Pro. Now, how about the adoption? Looks decent given that Meta seems to have sold about 20 million units of their devices since 2020. Apparently, the B2C market is falling rather than gaining in recent times. But Meta is incurring losses of about $100 to $200 per unit to offer their devices at a loss-making price and drive adoption. In a way, Meta is attempting to make a mixed reality headset commonplace at a personal cost to their equity. All that Apple needs to do is stay premium and worry less about whether individual consumers will snuck up to the idea of a mixed reality headset. The other recognizable players are Microsoft HoloLens and Magic Leap. Interestingly, they are in the same $3,000 plus price range as the Apple Vision Pro. Yes, literally priced in the same range as Apple's Vision Pro. Are these enterprise customers what Apple is after too? Take a deep pause and nod your head, yes. And here is the catch. Magic Leap shifted to serving enterprise customers 100% recently. HoloLens 2 is enterprise only too. Talking of budding coalitions in this space, Meta is entering into a strategic partnership with Microsoft to integrate Microsoft Teams on Meta's latest device, the Meta Quest Pro. So it is probably fair to say that the incumbents are enterprise focused when they offer their devices at a super high price tag and extend it with better hardware configuration. It seems clear that there is nothing different with the Apple Vision Pro's approach when it comes to targeting enterprise customers and the pricing it has set. It is swinging wildly in the same playing arena. Shifting gears here, any further hopes of a breakout adoption by consumers is limited in current times by one impediment: hardware. First things first, all the existing AR, MR devices, including the upcoming Apple Vision Pro, are considered heavy. Apparently, a tolerance range for headset devices is 300 grams for consumer use and 700 grams for enterprise use. So enterprise users are a little more forgiving here. Apple hasn't officially revealed the weight of the Vision Pro. No surprises here if you are still following me in this video. They did not project the Vision Pro as an enterprise device yet. For being advertised as a cool consumer device, the weight becomes a hindrance for adoption. Unofficial guesstimates set it in the 400 to 500 gram range. That is heavy. With a thick band around your head and a ski goggles like design that covers your entire field of vision in the front, it isn't something you can tolerate for a longer time. This makes the much advertised utility of a person happily watching a movie in a giant screen all alone at home a little less enticing. In the Apple ads, did you notice an annoying wire dangle from the side of the headset as a person is browsing news or playing with distracting kids? That is a hardware hack to make the headset lighter with an external battery hanging on the other end of the wire. Again, a tough consumer experience for one to walk around home with a leash holding the headset. But but for enterprise customers, it is not so much of a hindrance. You would generally be working on a task in a usually well defined physical environment, be as a physician or as a patient. Now we have seen the competition and the hardware constraints. That doesn't make a strong case for why Apple's Vision Pro was meant mainly for enterprise customers, users, and especially in the healthcare space, as I had claimed earlier. In comes Dr. Sambal Desai, the VP of Health at Apple. Her job is to create new experience in the healthcare space by leveraging digital technology. While her focus is on the health app and in using current devices, especially the Apple Watch, the clues she had left at the WWDC 2023 are worth noticing to get a sense of how Vision Pro will soon fit into the broader healthcare narrative at Apple. In her own words, we are moving into two new areas that, as always, are grounded in science with privacy at the core. We believe mental health is as important as your physical health and even contributes to it. This is something that impacts each and every one of us. So, you'll now be able to take standardized assessments often used in clinics to answer questions about how you're feeling right in the health app, and then see your current risk for depression or anxiety, two very common and treatable conditions. This will help you understand if you should talk to someone. You'll have a report of your research to share with a care provider, and you can access helpful articles and resources. The other important area of focus for us this year is vision health and specifically the reduction of myopia, which is nearsightedness that's caused by physical changes in the eye. It is a leading cause of vision impairment globally. It's currently estimated to affect over 30% of the population, and that's expected to grow to 50% by 2050, impacting 5 billion people. If you want to listen to her full speech, check out the WWDC official video on YouTube from 114 to 11835. By the way, Apple is a top 20 patent filer in the US for several years. 30 to 50% of these patents are attributed to XR related functionality, which may mostly include AR, VR, or MR. So, two big hints here, friends. Apple is looking at mental health and vision health as the next frontier for the future path the company is taking. Does this connect to the Vision Pro? Yes, indeed. If you check the general direction of medical research and innovation happening with the use of VR devices and experiences, many are already targeting mental and vision health. Here is something to connect the dots with. Eye examination of a person can scientifically or clinically determine underlying health conditions. Eye exams can detect more than 270 serious health conditions, including diabetes, high blood pressure, autoimmune diseases, cancers, and other health risks. Here is an example of a company in this area. Heru is a comprehensive AR/VR vision diagnostic platform that offers digital color vision exams in a wearable headset with proper illuminations. For the second year in a row, Heru has been named a CES 2023 Innovation Awards honoree in the virtual and augmented reality category. Did I mention Google? Perhaps not. While I was making this video, I came across a major announcement by Google Sundar Pichai showcasing the latest innovation in, guess what? At Google I/O, the company unveiled a revolutionary healthcare technology using AI and eye scans. Yes, sir. Eye scans to predict cardiovascular events, apparently with remarkable accuracy. Are you imagining a future where AI, AR, VR come together to create amazing health solutions for people? I am. Why? Even a partnership between Google and Apple, perhaps. Who knows? Unlike in the past, big tech can't go all alone in creating everything game changing in the future. VR can dramatically improve mental health outcomes in patients otherwise dependent on medications and other methods. Check out my link above where I talk about the work done by Dr. Brennan Spiegel in this space. Apple has the biggest opportunity to drive positive mental health outcomes with the Vision Pro. More importantly, the device can be used by a patient and by a healthcare professional in tandem, making it more powerful and hence not a mere solo self treatment device. Okay, hopefully this was some food for thought. The moment we realize a stronger use case, a more relevant utility in the form of healthcare, we see that what Apple is offering at $3,499 is as cheap as it can get in this enterprise space. The devices will be best offered through enterprise partnerships that share costs and thereby won't touch a fiery hole in an individual's slim pocket. You don't believe that? Check this out. Apple has already established partnerships with healthcare providers and insurance providers to provide discounted Apple Watches to health plan beneficiaries. And check this out, to connect doctors with their patients. In fact, when it comes to existing clinical treatments using MR headsets, the biggest challenge for healthcare providers is the poor quality of 3D experiences built and rendered through the devices. The symptoms of nausea is a limiting factor caused by visual lag and low frame rates, all made worse with device quality. As you are made aware at the WWDC, all these problems are fantastically being addressed by Apple's Vision Pro. The beauty of all this is that medical care can truly go global and healthcare professionals can do a lot more with these devices to treat patients seeking medical care in a participating hospital or clinic in any corner of the world. Now that is powerful. So the mystery of Apple's utility and pricing for the Vision Pro has been solved. The Apple Vision Pro is the brightest technology device and platform capability created to support Apple's health initiatives, offered at a very nominal price of $3,499, which can be highly subsidized for individual users through healthcare industry partnerships. Well, yes, I hear you. You may ask, hey, what about these cool Apple Vision Pro ads targeting individual consumers and promising them social connections, family bonding, and large screen entertainment? Well, through their ads, Apple is testing the waters in something they are not confident about the future adoption of. Nobody has clearly cracked the consumer use cases for using a mixed reality headset. Everyone is trying hard to impress and are speculating on the what ifs. The enterprise use cases are much more straightforward and impactful. Apple will soon gain valuable insights from people who will give in to this hype when the device is available for purchase. To summarize, the Apple Vision Pro is not for you, the individual consumer, but eventually consumers will get the cheaper version of the Vision Pro with the Pro removed, plastic added wherever needed to reduce weight, and made at a low cost in India. Being Apple, they will work hard to retain the good stuff for you to watch more movies and do other unimportant stuff that you are using other devices for. If you love what you watched, hit the like button, share it with friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, namaste.